In 2013, Dr. Paul Kalanithi, a 36-year-old neurosurgical resident, stood on the cusp of a brilliant career. But in a cruel twist of fate, he found himself staring at his own chest X-ray, confronting a devastating truth. Stage 4 lung cancer. The future he had imagined, the one just about to be realized, evaporated in an instant. But to understand the profound impact of this moment, we must first journey back to where Paul's story began, in the sun-baked desert of Kingman, Arizona. In the 1980s, young Paul Kalanithi's world was defined by the vast Arizona sky and the arid landscape of Kingman. Here, amidst the beauty and harshness of the desert, Paul's insatiable curiosity began to flourish. His mother, determined to nurture her children's minds, introduced Paul to literature at an early age. Books like 1984 and The Count of Monte Cristo opened new worlds to the young boy, sparking a lifelong love for words and ideas. Yet, it wasn't just literature that captivated Paul. The desert itself, with its haunting beauty and complex ecosystems, instilled in him a deep fascination with the natural world. This dual passion for the humanities and sciences would shape the course of his life. At 18, Paul arrived at Stanford University, his mind set on becoming a writer. The early years of college saw him delving deep into literature, exploring life's profound questions through the lens of great authors. But a pivotal moment came when a girlfriend handed him an intriguing book, Satan, His Psychotherapy and Cure. This work introduced Paul to a startling idea, that the mind and brain were not separate entities, but intimately connected. This revelation ignited a new passion in Paul. He began taking biology classes, finding himself drawn to neuroscience. The question that now consumed him was profound. How does the brain, a physical organ, create meaning in our lives? After completing degrees in English literature and human biology, Paul felt an irresistible pull towards medicine. It was a way to find answers beyond books, to touch life and death, rather than merely study them from a distance. Paul's journey through Yale Medical School was transformative. In the anatomy lab, he confronted the raw realities of the human body, while in the hospital wards, he grappled with the complexities of patient care. As he progressed, Paul found his calling in neurosurgery. The intricate workings of the brain fascinated him, not just as a biological organ, but as the seat of human consciousness and identity. In the operating room, Paul found a unique intersection of science, philosophy, and human connection. Each surgery was not just a medical procedure, but a profound exploration of what makes us human. The cancer diagnosis forced Paul to confront his mortality head-on. As a doctor, he had guided countless patients through life-threatening illnesses. Now, he found himself on the other side of that experience. Yet, even as his body weakened, Paul's mind remained sharp. He turned to writing, using his unique perspective as both doctor and patient to explore life's deepest questions. What makes life meaningful in the face of death? In a profound act of hope and defiance against his illness, Paul and his wife Lucy decided to have a child. Their daughter Katie was born as Paul's condition worsened, embodying the continuity of life in the face of mortality. As Paul's life drew to a close, his words reached out to touch countless others. His memoir, When Breath Becomes Air, became a testament to the power of the human spirit in the face of mortality. Paul Kalanithi's journey from the Arizona desert to the operating room, and finally to his deathbed, was a profound exploration of what gives life meaning. His story reminds us that even in our darkest hours, we can find purpose and beauty. In his own words, Paul wrote, "The fact of death is unsettling, yet there is no other way to live." His life and work continue to inspire us to face our own mortality with courage, to seek meaning in our brief time, and to truly live while we are alive. Paul Kalanithi's story challenges us all to consider: how will we find meaning in our own lives? What legacy will we leave behind?